incident last night. One of our citizens attacked his neighbor.
Time to sleep, everyone.
Building clear.
Ill people will turn soon! Chief, our settlement is growing, and so is our population. People say it's high time we introduced laws to face the upcoming threats. But first, we need a new place to gather and discuss those things.
All right, we'll do that.
With the capital compound taking shape, our people wanted somewhere to gather. It made sense to make the Capitol building that gathering place, but the resources required were just going to be astronomical. So that would have to wait for now.
The infected are pillaging a building. The infected are pillaging a building. The infected are pillaging a building. The infected are pillaging a building.
Chief, we had an incident last night. One of our citizens attacked his neighbor, who tried to defend but didn't stand a chance. Neither of them made it. The aggressor, we spotted signs of the infection, and this means we're not immune after all. Either that, or the virus is mutating. I'm not sure which is worse.
Inform the people. We need to be more careful.
Construction complete.
Sir, we found an old survivor's hideout. Unfortunately, he's been dead for a long time. He had a lot of electronics, and one of his computers had some data concerning work on a vaccine or a cure. It suggests that significant progress was made.
Okay, send that data and bring in all of it.
One more thing. There are some coordinates of possible lab locations. Should we check them out?
Yes, let's check them.
Sir, there have been more incidents. People who should be immune keep getting sick. There's no doubt that the virus is mutating.
Increase safety measures.
We wasn't sure if it was due to the increased attacks from the infected or maybe a new variation of the infection, but our people were becoming infected with this and it was causing a huge problem. We'd gotten word of some hidden laboratories out in the outskirts of Washington, so we decided to try and investigate them to see if we could find any way of maybe producing a vaccine to save our people.
Stop working. Start winding down for some rest.
Ill people will turn soon!
Receiving. Operator, we found an old abandoned lab. We've managed to turn the systems on, and there are security cam recordings here. Pre-pandemic. You gotta hear this.
Pillaging a building. The infected are pillaging a building. Our building's under attack. The infected are pillaging a building.
Swarm is upon us. Large Take them down. Infected incoming. There are some infected around here.
The infected are pillaging a building.
They're trying to get inside.
Despite our walls going up and making our compound stronger, the attacks from the infected were just increasing tenfold. As always, the goal was to get the wall defensively around the whole entire compound, sooner rather than later.
Chief, this place is a dead end. There's nothing that can help us locate the lab recording. There are just some papers with some scientific gibberish.
Take the papers with you. They might be useful.
With the rest of the foundations up for the defensive wall, the goal was looking like an achievable goal. But with no luck in finding this lab, the defensive walls were no help to people inside the compound becoming infected and attacking the rest of the survivors. We were stuck between a rock and a hard place, that's for sure.
Time to sleep, everyone.
Building clear.
Ill people will turn soon.
Sir, we found it. We got one of the laptops up and running, and there's an email dated right before the world went to hell. They've been evacuated to an old military base. It's pretty far away, but getting there shouldn't be an issue. Uploading the coordinates now.
Good job.
Now that we knew where the lab was, we didn't hesitate to send a squad over there straight away. Whilst our workers continued upgrading our compound, we added some fields so we were able to grow our own food.
Building complete.
We found the base where the scientists were evacuated. People are definitely living here. They set up some systems providing power. There's something like an entrance to an underground complex. We can see the security cameras moving.
See if you can open the door somehow.
This is Dr. Miller of the Science Division. You are trespassing on the territory of an infection research facility. Please leave. Immediately.
We're one of the IFCs set up by the government during the pandemic. I worked as a registered emergency services operator back then.
Did you... I have to check this. It seems like your bases are recognized by the system. Alright, well, what do you want from us?
All we want is to help you.
And how could you possibly help us?
We can provide you with some resources.
There is a thing you could actually help us with. There used to be another research lab nearby. If we're lucky enough, you'll find a case with biohazard signs there. Bring it to us. We need the data and samples stored there.
Can't you access your own databases?
Most of them were left there during the evacuation. And the internet, as you might have noticed, hasn't been working that well these past few years.
We'll get it for you.
Excellent, we'll send you the coordinates then. Do not come back empty-handed.
Roger.
Building complete.
Stop working. Start
Operator, we're here. The place still reeks of the infected. There's lots of them inside. It's gonna be a tough fight if we're to get what the scientists have sent us for. Are you sure we're ready for that? Or should we bring more, better equipped people?
We'll get in there later.
After checking the location that the lab sent us to and finding it completely infested with infected, we decided to leave it for now as we were unprepared. So we continued building up our compound, and for the first time it started to look like a livable space. It actually started to look like we might be able to reclaim this part of Washington.
We're running out of stock.
Found.
Our building's under attack. Our building's under attack.
Start winding down for some rest.
Our building's under attack.
The door won't hold much longer. They're trying to get inside.
We need more resources.
Wrap it up, folks. Time to call it a day.
Despite our compound taking shape and being a lot safer than what it was several weeks ago, our morale was drastically low. This was mostly due to the fact that our survivors were succumbing to the infection and attacking their own. We might have to put our squads at risk and try and take back that lab to get what that other lab needs. Because for the first time, what's outside is not the biggest threat to us, it's what's inside.